Hey guys, today we're going to do an oil change on our 4Runner. We've found these 12 quarts of Mobil 1, it's 020. It's basically the exact same as what they offer at Toyota in their quart bottles. I don't know 100% if that's what they use whenever you go in for a dealership oil change, but they do sell the Toyota branded Mobil 1 in the bottles. I think at the dealership they do just use generic synthetic. So what we're going to need for this is we've got the Toyota oil filter. It's an A5 for the 4Runner. The kit, if you get it from Toyota, will come with a O-ring for the canister and an O-ring to remove the bottom refill part. We're not going to remove that, and it comes with this little, I don't know, oil removal tool, but we don't use this either. We've got a Motivx socket to remove the canister to replace the filter. You're going to need a 3/8 ratchet, torque wrench, a 12 and a 14 socket, a 24 millimeter just to use on your socket to remove it. Or if you don't have a 24 millimeter, you can also use like the end of a 3/8 extension for this tool. And we'll be using to remove part of the skid plate to get access to our drain plug. And this is replacement drain plug washer whenever we put that back in. And then I've got a graduated pitcher here to put the oil in to fill it up, and a funnel. So these will be all the tools and the parts that you need to do a basic oil change on your 4Runner. Okay, step one, remove your oil filler cap. And just in case you don't know, it'll have it on there what oil you want to replace it with. Just set that aside. Now we'll go under the vehicle. Okay, guys, we're underneath the engine skid plate. This is directly underneath the engine. It has an access plate here with two 12 millimeter bolts that you'll have to remove. So go ahead and do that. And then this will give us access to our oil pan drain right here. Okay, we moved in closer so that you can get a better view. This is your drain plug here. And now that we've removed this access panel, you get to it. I also went and got a extension socket. So it's like a 3-inch, just to make it a little bit easier. So we're going to use our 14 millimeter socket. Go ahead and brake torque. Okay. All right, we got that loose. So now we're going to go ahead and slide our drain pan under here and then remove it, the plug. Okay, we've slid our drain pan underneath here. It's going to be a little hard to see because the height of my drain pan, but I'm just going to reach in and unscrew the plug the rest of the way. And let it begin the draining process. Okay, guys, it's basically finished draining. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this out of the way. Now, whenever I pulled our drain plug out, the washer did not come out with it. So this is a good chance for you to see something that some people mess up on, is they leave their washer on the drain pan and then put a new washer on, and then it's called double stacking it. And you do not want to do that. So what we're going to do is just pop off the old washer that is stuck onto the drain pan. Okay, so here is the washer that is stuck on there. See if we can, okay, we're able to just push it off. So we're going to go ahead and put our drain plug back in. The new washer. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and torque our plug to 30 foot-pounds. And that should be good. Okay, guys, we're at the front of the vehicle now. We're going to go ahead and use our ratchet and filter socket to brake torque and remove the filter and drain the oil. Okay guys, we've got the filter element and housing up here. We're going to go ahead and replace it with our new one. Just pull it off. We're going to replace it with our new one. It's in there like that. And then get a screwdriver and just gently lift that O-ring up. Pull it over and away. Get your new one. Put it down in the same groove. Should have enough oil on everything to make it slick. So we're going to go ahead and just clean all this excess oil off, and then we'll be ready to reinstall it. Okay guys, so we're cleaning up. We cleaned up the area, so we're ready to reinstall our filter. Just gonna get it up in there. Get it hand tight. Okay, now we're going to torque this to 22 foot-pounds. Okay, so now we've got our filter back in, we've got our drain plug back in and torqued. So now we're going to fill the engine with new oil. Okay guys, it's time to put our new oil in. It's like a 6.6 quart capacity. So we're just going to start off by, at 6 quarts and then decide how much more we need to add. We've got our funnel in here, so we're just going to fill it up. This is our third and fourth quart going in. This method seems way faster than using single bottles, and we're saving quite a bit of money. The 12 quart box was $58 before tax, so just a little over $4 a quart for the for Mobil 1. And by the time you get through with your oil change, you're in it for maybe, I don't know, 35, 40 bucks maybe. This is quart 5 and 6. Okay guys, we're going to put our oil filler cap back on, and we're going to go ahead and start the engine, let it run for a few minutes, check for leaks, and then we're going to check our fluid level and then adjust from there if we need to. Okay guys, we've confirmed that we have no leaks, so we're going to go ahead and put our access plate back on the engine skid plate. It's got one side is long and one side is short. Just set this back in place. Start your bolts. Go ahead. All right, and now we're done with this part. We still have the front skid plate and the radiator support splash guard up there to put in, but besides that, we're done with the oil change. We still have to go up front and or up top and check our oil level limit. Okay, guys, we've topped everything off. It took like six and a half quarts or so, maybe a little bit less. So we're gonna go ahead and check it one more time. And we are just under that top dot. You can see the top of the oil level, just under that top one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe it off. At this point, the oil change part is done. We're gonna move inside and reset the maintenance reminder that's on your dash, and I'll show you how to do that, whether you've got a push button or a key. Hey guys, now we're inside the car. So what you want to do is either turn it to accessory if you have a key, or just push the button if you've got a stop to accessory. And then so you want to go to trip A there, and then turn it back off. And then push the button in again, and then click it to accessory. And then ignition, it's going to say oil, resetting oil maintenance data. And that should be done. So we're going to turn it back off, hit the ignition back on again, and it's been restarted. So that's how you clear it out, and that'll reset your maintenance point for your oil change interval.